हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू लिटरेरी ट्यूटोरियल बाय निशा मंगला। अब हमारी जो वीडियो आज की है वो है थिएटर्स। जो इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में जो थिएटर्स हुए थे इन द इनिशियल टाइम पीरियड, मैं उसके बारे में बताऊंगी। आई वुड बी टेलिंग द बिगिनिंग, chronological order, fact and list of important theater that existed at that time period, right? So let's start with it. So please don't skip it. Take out your notebook and jot it down. Theatres. English Renaissance theatre are also known as early modern English theatre. सबसे पहले यहीं पर जो थिएटर्स का शुरुआत हुई थी वो रेनेसांस टाइम पीरियड पे हुई थी, right? Elizabethan theatres are also known as theatres of England between 1562 to 1642. Now, what are the beginnings? Beginning of theatre की अगर हम बात करें, theatres were largely centered outside the London and banned inside the cities. पहले जो theatres होते थे वो city के बाहर होते थे, within the city नहीं होते थे. Plays were performed by touring all over England. Before permanent theatres, for performing the play, there were two types of locations. One was courtyards of inn, and second was inn of court. Now, there were the few facts about the theatres. There were numerous theatres, so I will be telling first of all the facts about theatres. First permanent English theatre was Red Lion. It was opened in 1567 but was short-lived. थोड़ी देर के बाद इसको बंद हो गया था. First successful theatre जो हुआ था that was The Theatres. नाम ही द थिएटर्स था, which was opened in 1576. It was constructed in Shoreditch by James Burbage and with his brother-in-law John Bryany. John Bryany was owner of unsuccessful Red Lion Theatre. अब ये जो जिन्होंने ये बनाया था वो रेड लायन उन्होंने ही बनाया था. Newton Butt Playhouse between 1575 and 1577 is again by Jeremy Sarvich. The Swan जो theatre था, it was a fourth in the series of the large public playhouse of London after James Burbage the theatre, which was started in 1576. Curtain 1577. Philip Halenshaw Rose 1587 to 88. So this was the fourth one. Then the Globe was the principal playhouse of the Lord Chamberlain Men's. Most of the Shakespeare's post play 1599 was staged at Globe, including Julius Caesar, Macbeth, Othello, King Lear, Hamlet. यानी ये जो चार इनके प्लेस हैं, मैकबेथ, ओथेलो, किंग लियर, हैमलेट, इस पे भी वीडियो बनाई हुई है, तो इसको भी आप देख सकते हो. Then facts. What are the facts about this theatre? There were more facts. Blackfriars Theatre was closed in 1584. 1610 में ये रीओपन हो गया था. On 29th June 1613, the Globe Theatre was burned. ये बहुत ही important चीज है जो आपको जाननी चाहिए. The Fortune Playhouse, it was founded about 1600 and suppressed by the Puritan Parliament. ये मैंने क्यों लिखा है? क्योंकि Puritan Parliament ने इसको suppress कर दिया था 1642 में. 1603 में the Curtain became the playhouse of Queen Anne's Men. राइट तो ये मतलब इम्पोर्टेंट चीजें हैं जो प्ले थिएटर्स के बारे में है या प्ले हाउसेस के बारे में है जो आपको पता होना चाहिए. ऑन जून 29, 1613 जब ग्लोब थिएटर बर्न हुआ था वो उस टाइम पे कौन सा प्ले परफॉर्म हो रहा था? हेनरी द एट्थ बाय शेक्सपियर. द फॉर्चून वॉज डिस्क्राइब्ड एज द फेयरेस्ट प्ले हाउस इन द टाउन. The Fortune suffered a slow decline in the reputation over the decades. धीरे धीरे इसकी reputation खत्म होती रही. Now chronological orders. Curtain Theatre 1577, The Rose 87, The Swan Theatre 95, The Globe 99, Blackfriars 99. The Fortune 1600, the Red Bull 1604, Whitefriar 1608, Cockpit 1617, Salisbury Court Theatre 1629. Then what are the features of the play? They were public theatres which were the 3-story high. It was built in the open space at the center, usually in polygon shape. Playhouses were generally built with timber and plaster. Swan Theatre was built with flint stone. ये different हो गया. Blackfriar Theatre was small in comparison to the other theatres. Now there were two types of theatre, private theatre and the public theatre. So we will be taking out the names. The Blackfriar was private, the Globe was public. The Cockpit was private and the Fortune was public. The Salisbury Court was private and public was, the Red Bull was public theatre. Now, the public theatre had open air, whereas private theatres had smaller enclosure. Now, Shakespeare and Marlowe's performed at regular basis mostly at the public theatres, whereas new playwrights in private theatres. Public theatres were built in 1576 to 1642. They were outdoors and seated about 3,000 people. The seating surrounded the three-sided of the stage. The stage itself was raised and roofed, and they would put a flag up to signal performance day. This was all for today's video. I hope you like it. Kindly subscribe and share. Thanks.